Hello there, Theaterholics! It's Theater Guy! It is great to see you. Oh my gosh. We had a crazy 2020, and I'm just thankful that we're all here. And what a great time to come out then on Pride Month. So, here we go with my top 10 films to watch that you probably haven't seen, and I just want to put it in the limelight, or in the spotlight, as we like to say it. So, on with that intro. Alright guys, I am so excited to be talking about these movies. So first off, numero uno is Out. And it is Spark Short's Disney Plus short film. This is such a beautiful film, and it centers on this one character that he is going through kind of a situation where he doesn't want to talk to his parents about himself, about being gay, and most of all about his boyfriend.
He thinks it's so easy. Just look them in the eyes and say, Mom, Dad,
By some magical means, he switches with his dog's body, and the rest is hilarious. So you definitely have to watch this. It doesn't really have anything bad in it. But most of all, like, I was able to show this to my little nephew, and he honestly enjoyed it. And he was very touched by it. Even though he was like, when the two guys kiss, he's usually with anybody kissing because he's at that age. But he was like, ew, two guys kissing. And I was like, it's okay if two guys are kissing. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. So this one's a great short film that you can show even to kids, so definitely check this one out. So next on my list is Rent. Rent. I love Rent. I love this musical so much. I grew up with it. When I came out, this was one of the first films that I watched, and I watched it with my friends. Definitely pays homage to Jonathan Larson's musical that talks about these bohemian artists and how they all come together. They're dealing with HIV crisis, with homelessness, and most of all, they are dealing with acceptance. And you fall in love with these characters. It's also touching, it's heartbreaking. There is language, there is adult themes, and there's even someone's butt that they let it go. It's definitely a good movie to watch if your parents are okay with it. And it's PG-13, so it's not rated R, but definitely check this movie out and just love the music, and definitely check out the Broadway soundtrack. It is amazing and I love it. So yeah, put this on your list if you haven't seen it. So next up is Amazon Prime's Coming Out. It's not the German Coming Out. That one's also good too. So this documentary is directed by Alden Peters. I love this documentary. This documentary shows his process of coming out to his family. And honestly, it shows like the fear, the frustration, and everything that comes from coming out. And it also shows other perspectives of other individuals when they came out to their parents or family members.
Interested in women? I don't know why I'm getting nervous. I didn't think I was going to be so nervous.
It's honestly a touching documentary, and it's one that actually helps you to understand what other LGBTQ individuals are feeling. It brought back some memories. I was like, wow, I remember when I had to come out to my mom and I was scared and I was nervous. And there's just so much that is incorporated mentally, but it's such a beautiful film. So definitely check out this documentary and it'll touch your heart. Check it out on Amazon Prime. Next up is Love, Simon, and I love this movie. This movie is great, and this film is based off of Simon versus the Homo sapien agenda. And I love that book. I was afraid what they were going to do with the movie, but they did a pretty great job being able to incorporate a lot of the events that happen in the book. The story talks about Simon. He is gay. He is dealing with wanting to come out, but he doesn't know how. He hasn't come out to his friends or to his family. And he finally finds someone on the internet called Blue that is also gay in his high school. And he starts contacting him and talking to him and having this connection. And he really likes him, and he wonders who he is within his school. And then we come to a conflict, which is that somebody finds out about his secret and blackmails him. So he's trying to figure out how he's gonna tell his parents. He also tries to figure out who he's gonna come out to, and it comes out to like some really touching, heartwarming moments, and it's just a beautiful film. The acting's great. The supporting cast is amazing. Great soundtrack, so check out this movie. And it does have some language. It has some team drinking and a few bad words. I mean, it's not that bad, but definitely check it out. It's a great family movie, and I think it'll touch a lot of hearts if you haven't seen it. And with that, I also want to give a shout out to Love, Victor, which is available on Hulu. It's a great TV show. It is in the same world as Love, Simon, almost like a sequel, but it's with a new kid and also with different situations, and it's going to be available later on this month. Onward to our list is For They Know Not What They Do. This is available on Kanopy. It's a documentary directed by Daniel G. Carlslake, and it talks about the Supreme Court legalizing marriage equality and how this affects politics and also religion. But more importantly, it dives into 4 families and how they have family members are LGBTQ+, and how that affects them. But it also talks about the struggles of suicide, the struggles of being able to be accepted, and what other people say or what parents want their kids to do, but how that rips them apart when they don't, accept them. But also understand that they have to love their family members for who they are. There's a little bit of language in here, but besides that, it's pretty clean. So this is a great documentary to just really dive into these stories and see how much has changed and how much still needs to change. On to the next one is the short film 1994's Trevor. Now this you can find on YouTube. This is a great film because it talks about this kid called Trevor who is going through puberty, realizes that he's gay. He starts having these feelings for this boy, and he also finds the love of Diana Ross music. I mean, who doesn't love Diana Ross? I love Diana Ross, but that's me. Also dealing with his parents, completely ignoring like all the signs that he's trying to tell them that he is gay, or he's even thinking about suicide. Parents just like, oh, it's nothing. They're just going through a phase or whatever. And honestly, it shouldn't be the case. And definitely for parents to watch as well, because parents, you guys also have to see the signs of your kids. Sometimes they are wanting you to listen to them. They want to say something, or they want to come out, or there are signs like that you need to just notice. And this film, I think, definitely encompasses that frustration and also the heart of what it is to be coming out and finding yourself. And with that, I definitely want to take the time to talk about the Trevor Project. Trevor Project is a beautiful, wonderful organization to help with suicide prevention. They are available 24/7 if you're going through any suicidal tendencies. And even if you want to talk to someone, if you don't have a support group that definitely wants to be there for you, if you don't have anybody, call this hotline. They are amazing. But definitely check out Trevor Project in ways that you can support them. You can even support by putting a post about them, putting on your story. They're a great organization that helps to save lives. And to have organizations like that for the LGBTQ plus community, for our youth specifically, it's a great thing. And, I have dealt with suicide myself, and I think that an organization to help them out is definitely an important thing. And because of the Trevor short film, it inspired this project, and I think it's amazing, and it's there to help for a very great cause. So check out Trevor Project. Here is another documentary to definitely check out, which is State of Pride. I love this one because not only is it available on YouTube for free, but it dives into what pride means to so many other people. It goes into the history of it, and it shows different perspectives of how people either accept pride parades or the celebration of pride, and also those that don't. I mean, I always think like, oh, everybody loves pride, but I never really thought that, other people aren't really, they don't really like it because it also brings back trauma. And, I never really paid attention to that before, but it's true. Sometimes these things do trigger those things for those LGBTQ plus individuals. It's well directed by Rob Epstein and Jeffrey Friedman. And I think Raymond Braun just definitely does a great job interviewing these people and showing his personality and helping these individuals to really talk about what they're feeling. And it features Troye Sivan and so many others. There's a little bit of language in this, but it's not too much. Definitely want to check out this Pride Month. Next up is The Half of It. This is available on Netflix, and it's a great film because it talks about this girl called Ellie, who is an introvert. She's very smart, but she has this crush on Aster, who's like the popular girl in school. One day, Paul, the school jock, comes up to her and asks for her help in love letters he's trying to write to Aster. So as she starts writing, she starts feeling and expressing what she really has in her heart for Aster. So it causes this very complicated love triangle, and yeah, there's a lot of humor, there's a lot of oh gosh, what's happening, to oh no, they're not doing this, to a lot of other emotions, because you don't really see a lot of like stories that are teenage girls that are going through these feelings of their attraction to girls, and also the Asian representation that is there with what her father's going through, what he came to this country to try to give for her, and also the death of their mother. It's so funny, it's so touching. So definitely check this out. This does have language and it has some alcohol use, but definitely a great film to check out during this Pride Month. All right, we're coming to the end. We're almost there, guys. Next one is Believer. It is available on Amazon Prime and HBO Max. So this is Imagine Dragon Dan Reynolds' story, where he talks about his upbringing being a Latter-day Saint and how the church deals with the LGBTQ plus community and its members. And it also shows like what he learns and what he decides to make a change with when he puts together the Love Loud Festival to help those around him. I love this documentary because I'm Latter-day Saint, I'm also gay, and to be able to see an ally and an event put up at Utah, out of all places, and to have something that helps show the love, the support that we have for those that are LGBTQ+, I think that is just an amazing, beautiful thing. I caught this when I was watching the Ellen DeGeneres interview she had with Dan, and I was like, I have to watch this, and I'm so glad I did. So check this out. It's an amazing, amazing documentary. Last and not least is definitely In a Heartbeat. This one is available on YouTube for free, and this is an animated short film about a timid boy, and he has this crush on this popular kid in school, and he's too afraid to talk to him, and his heart literally like pops out of his chest and chases after this boy. What touches me about this short film is that it shows the pain, the frustration, even the acceptance, and all these things all bottled into this short little film. It's really short. It's not that long. It's like about 4 minutes, but it's a beautiful animated. I love this short film. When I first heard about it, I'm like, I gotta watch this. Oh, it's on YouTube? Yes. And I watched it and I just cried. I know how that feels, and just being able to see like a short film that, kind of represents even my past, is just like, it's beautiful. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 films to check out this Pride Month. And I love these movies. Tell me what you think. If you have seen them, if you haven't seen them, check them out. Some of them are free on YouTube and others are on so many other platforms. And if you have some recommendations, please put them down. I'm sure that I either seen them or maybe I haven't. I love watching new stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you guys giving me this platform to be able to talk. And I really hope that you all have a wonderful, awesome Pride Month. So much to celebrate, and just remember that you are beautiful the way you are. It doesn't matter who you love, but be happy and accept who you are and communicate with people that you have that trust with. So just want to throw that out to you. And as always, clean after yourself and be safe out there. All right, take care, guys. Bye.